Welcome to the tale of a delicious adventure in a wonderful land. You can tell it will be delicious. Can't you smell it already? Oh, how I love that gorgeous smell. You've all heard of Cadbury's, Hershey's, Nestle's, Wonka. What's that, you say? What's Wonka? You mean you don't know what Wonka is? Why, Wonka chocolate, of course. I admit that Mr. Wonka's chocolate is fairly new, but is also the greatest chocolate ever invented. Why, Mr. Willy Wonka himself is the most amazing, the most fantastic, the most extraordinary chocolate maker the world has ever seen. He's invented things like, I'm not going to tell you what he's invented. You came to see for yourself, so I'll let you do just that. But before I do, I should perhaps fill you in on what's been happening around here lately. You see, because Mr. Willy Wonka makes the best chocolate in the whole wide world, 3 other great chocolate makers, known as Mr. Ficklegrubber, Mr. Prodnose, and Mr. Slugworth, sent spies to work for Mr. Wonka in order to discover his secrets. Well, they must have been good spies, because soon afterwards, these 3 chocolate makers began making such delicious Wonka favorites, such as ice cream that never melts, chewing gum that never loses its flavor, and candy balloons that you can blow up to massive sizes before you pop them with a pin and gobble them up. Mr. Wonka didn't know what to do. He didn't know who the spies were, and if he continued to operate his factory, soon all of his secrets might be stolen. So he did the only thing he could. He sent all of his workers home, and he closed the factory. You might think that would be the end of Mr. Willy Wonka. But no siree, not him. After months and months went by, suddenly the factory began operating again. But nobody knew who was in there. Nobody ever came in, and nobody ever came out. The only thing anyone could see were shadows dancing in front of lighted windows. Mighty strange. Well, anyways, to get back to my story, soon there was a big article in the town paper saying that Mr. Willy Wonka, in order to sell a lot of candies once again, was running a contest. Yes, sir, that's right, a contest. He had secretly wrapped a golden ticket under ordinary wrapping paper and 5 ordinary candy bars. The candy bars were said to be found in any street, in any town, in any country in the world, upon any counter where those candies are being sold. The 5 winners will tour Mr. Wonka's factory and take home enough chocolate for the rest of their lives. 4 of the tickets have already been found. Let's hear from our winners. Here's our first winner, Augustus Gloop.
Chocolate, chocolate, chocolate. I love chocolate. Food. I must eat all the time. Chocolate, chocolate. This golden ticket is my meal ticket to eat and eat and eat and eat. Chocolate, chocolate.
Our second winner is Violet Beauregard.
I'm a gum chewer, normally. But when I heard about this ticket thing of Mr. Wonka's, I laid off the gum for a while and switched to candy bars in hopes of striking it lucky. Of course now, I'm right back on gum. I just adore gum. I can't do without it. I munch on it all day long, except for just a few short minutes at meal times, where I'll take it out and stick it behind my ear for safekeeping. To tell you the honest truth, I just don't think I'd feel comfortable unless I had that little wedge of gum to munch on every minute of the day. My mother says that it's ugly, and it's not ladylike to see a girl's jaws going up and down like mine do all the time. But I don't agree. And who is she to criticize anyway? If you ask me, I would say her jaws are going up and down just as much as mine are from yelling at me every minute of the day. But now, it may interest you to know that this piece of gum I'm chewing right this minute is one I've been working on for over 3 months solid. That's a record, that is. It beat the record held by my best friend, Miss Cornelia Prismetzel. Was she ever mad? It's my most treasured possession now, this piece of gum. At nights, I just take it out and stick it to the bedpost. As good as ever in the mornings. A bit hard, maybe.
The next lucky winner is Veruca Salt.
As soon as I told my father that I simply had to have one of those golden tickets, he went straight into town and started buying up all the Wonka candy bars he could get his hands on. Thousands of them he must have bought, hundreds of thousands. And then he had them loaded onto trucks and shipped directly to his own factory. He's in the peanut business, you see. He's got about 100 women working for him over at his joint, shelling peanuts for roasting and salting. That's what they do all day long, those women. They just sit there, shelling peanuts. So he says to them, "Okay, girls," he says, "from now on you can stop shelling peanuts and start shelling the wrappers off these crazy candy bars instead." And they did. He had every worker in the place yanking the paper off those bars of chocolate full speed ahead from morning till night. Oh, but 3 days went by and we had no luck. Oh, it was terrible. And every day when he came home, I would scream at him, "Where's my golden ticket? I want my golden ticket!" And I would lie on the floor for hours, kicking and screaming in the most disturbing way. Then suddenly, on the evening of the 4th day, one of his women workers yelled, "I've got it, a golden ticket!" And my father said, "Give it to me quick." And she did. And he rushed it home and gave it to me straight away, and now I'm all smiles. And we have a happy home once again.
Our fourth winner is Mike TV.
Of course I've got the golden ticket, but why can't everyone just leave me alone? I want to watch television. I watch all the shows, every day. Even the crummy ones where there's no shooting. I like the gangsters the best. They're terrific, those gangsters, especially when they're pumping each other full of lead or flashing the old stiletto or giving each other the old 1-2 with their knuckle dusters. Boy, why wouldn't Keith be doing that myself? It's the life, I tell you. It's terrific.